Memecoins have become one of the wildest and most unpredictable corners of the crypto world, constantly breaking expectations and creating millionaires overnight. But behind the hype and the viral trends, there is a real question that every investor eventually asks: how far can these coins actually go, and what is their true maximum value? To answer this, we need to understand the mechanics that push memecoins forward and the limits that naturally hold them down. At their core, memecoins are driven by community excitement, social media, and cultural momentum. The more attention a coin receives, the more liquidity and buying pressure it can accumulate. This can create explosive price spikes, especially when the supply is extremely large and the market cap is still low. Early investors benefit from this volatility, and the cycle can repeat multiple times as long as new waves of hype appear. However, there is a mathematical barrier that every memecoin faces: its market capitalization. Even if a coin has a price of fractions of a cent, its total supply may be in the trillions or even quadrillions. This means that reaching $1 would require market caps larger than the entire global economy. For most memecoins, the supply alone makes such targets impossible, no matter how viral or hyped they become. A more realistic maximum value depends on how much liquidity the market is willing to inject. Some coins like Dogecoin have reached tens of billions in market cap because they achieve long-term cultural relevance. Others like Shiba Inu have surged due to huge community coordination and major listings. But even these top memecoins hit a ceiling once the hype cools and the circulating supply becomes impossible to sustain at higher price levels. The maximum realistic valuation of a memecoin also depends on its utility. Most memecoins have no true use case beyond speculation, meaning their long-term ceiling typically sits far lower than utility tokens, Layer 1 networks, or real blockchain projects. When a token offers nothing but hype, its highest peak usually comes early in its lifespan before fading into long consolidation phases or eventual decline. Still, memecoins can reach impressive numbers if they capture global attention at the perfect moment. A new coin with extremely low supply, strong branding, and early listings might reach a few cents or even higher if the hype is strong enough. Others with massive supply might still reach multi-billion-dollar caps but stay stuck well below 1 cent. In general, the real maximum value for a memecoin is a combination of market capitalization limits, liquidity availability, supply structure, and cultural relevance. These factors determine whether a coin can reach the top 10 or remain as a short-lived trend. Despite their limitations, memecoins remain powerful vehicles for speculative growth. They thrive on unpredictability and community energy, and they can outperform traditional crypto assets during peak hype cycles. But every investor should understand that their ceilings are much lower than the viral dreams often promoted online. The market cap doesn't lie, the supply doesn't shrink, and the hype always fades. Memecoins can grow massively, but they cannot grow infinitely. Their true value lies in timing, momentum, and collective excitement, not in fundamentals or utility. Knowing this allows investors to ride the waves with clarity and avoid unrealistic expectations like reaching $1 when the supply makes it mathematically impossible. The potential is huge, but the limits are real. Understanding both sides is the key to surviving the memecoin game.